What's going on, guys? Welcome to a brand new video, and today we're going to talk about my top 3 apps for trading Forex away from a computer desk. I'm willing to bet I'm not the only one that wants the freedom that trading Forex offers us, right? You know, whether or not that is working your typical 9 to 5 or being stuck inside an office all day, or in my case, being stuck inside a cramped cruiser all day. Just thinking about it hurts my lower back. But anyways, let's talk about some of the apps that you need to get started trading Forex. I remember taking my first class on Forex and I knew nothing about it. And granted, the class was kind of half-assed. It wasn't a beginner's class by any means. And it really wasn't anything. It was just like random conversation about trading. But I kept hearing like, you want to take your buy here, you want to take your sell here, you want to put in a stop loss here. I knew what none of this was and there was no explanation of it. So I had to like backtrack a lot to learn the basics. So MetaTrader 4 is the app that you're going to use, is the platform that you're going to use to take your buy orders and to take your sell orders. You're literally clicking buy or you're clicking sell with MetaTrader, and that's really it. The other things that you're going to do with MetaTrader is you're going to choose a lot size, you're going to set your take pay, and you're going to set your stop loss. And coming in at number 2 is going to be TradingView. TradingView is by far one of my favorite apps to help me with trading. This is where you're going to do your chart analysis. TradingView is where you're going to find your indicators and tools that are going to help you execute on the strategy that you're trying to use. You can literally draw on a chart. You can put trend lines, you can put liquidity zones, you can put notes, you can put moving averages, you can put all these things in TradingView to help you actually execute your buys. Typically while I'm trading, I'll have both TradingView open and MetaTrader at the same time on different screens, and I'll be watching the chart, analyzing the chart through TradingView, but I'll be placing my buy and sell orders on my MetaTrader. So I'm not actually placing any trades through TradingView itself. I'm using it strictly for analysis of the market. One of my favorite features of TradingView is the replay button. Now, full transparency, I don't really use TradingView replay feature on my phone. I know we're talking about trading on the go, but this is my favorite feature for TradingView, so I'm going to talk about it anyways. Maybe I learned a new strategy, or I want to test a strategy, or I want to learn a currency pair. I can go back days, weeks, months, even years, depending on what time frame I'm on, and I can replay the chart movements so I can test my strategies. Am I winning? Am I losing with this strategy? What are moving averages doing? How candles move? How they form? What does it mean when they form certain ways? You can learn so many things about the chart analysis by using the replay button. I prefer doing this over using something like a simulator. It's just something that I do. Works for me, I enjoy it. Another thing I really like to do with the replay feature is after a trading session, let's say I either lost a trade or I think I could have gotten a better trade, whether that means holding the trade longer or it means getting a better entry earlier. I'll go back that same day and I will replay whatever happened during that session to see what I did wrong, what I missed, what I could have done better, and just analyze. I like to do it on the same day because I remember what my emotions were and what my mentality was like while I was trading the night before. So if I'm trading London session, for me that's 3 a.m. in the morning, I'm trading that, I'll wait until New York session closes and then I'll go back so that way volume's out of it. I don't get tempted for a trade that way because I don't trade Asian session. What I'll do is I'll hit the replay button, I'll go back to when I started trading and I'll look, what did I miss? What was I not looking at? That's annoying, I should turn that off. What was I looking at? What could I have done better? I like to do that the same day. You know, one of the things that I find myself doing is I get perfect entries on trades, but every time it retraces, I'm like, oh man, it's gonna reverse. I have stops at break even already, and I would rather get partial profits and close on a smaller trade than break even. You know, I don't want to sit on the charts for hours and then end up getting nothing out of it. So I'll end up closing it out and then it ends up shooting up another 50 or 100 pips. So I'm really trying to work on my discipline with either closing partial profits and then just letting the rest potentially break even or shoot up to my take pay, or just closing it at a certain point and leaving it alone if it goes up or goes down. So I'm still playing what my strategy is going to be. I need to work on that a little bit, but that's where the replay feature comes in handy a lot. And the last one we're going to talk about is MyFX Books. Now you can use MyFX Books to connect to your MetaTrader account and you can use it to track your stats as a trader. I don't personally use it for this, but you can do that if it's something you're interested in. I like to use FX Books for the calculator feature. So I'm going to open up FX Books on my phone right now and we're going to go over to the calculator. If I can open this up, here we go. Calculator. So I like to trade GJ is one of the pairs that I trade a lot. So we're going to keep that on here. And look, you can even change it to a fixed amount or a percentage amount of whatever your account is. So let's change it. Let's say we have a $100,000 account. We want to risk, we'll put it up. Let's say we're being ambitious. Let's go to 2%. And on we'll say a 15 pip stop loss. And you want to calculate that. You click calculate. And now it tells me, okay, I can do 14.6 standard lots. And I'm going to be risking $2,000 on my account. Before placing a trade, it's super helpful to at least put this in real quick GJ is kind of an easy one to do this with. After a few trades, you're gonna end up doing it in your head. And if you trade certain currency pairs, you'll figure out if I'm doing 10, 15, 20 stop loss, you'll know what lot size to use depending on what account you're on. Whatever it is that your style comes down to, this is just a resource for you. And the last thing I really want to talk to you about is going to be educational resources. This is going to be super helpful to you. I know I'm covering it last, but really this is the first thing that you need to focus on. If you're looking at free resources, you're going to look at babypips.com and YouTube. Find people on YouTube that you like. When you're looking at babypips.com is going to help you a lot with terminology basics. So if you're brand new to this, babypips.com is perfect. YouTube's kind of scary because you're going to find a lot of people who are like, hey, check this scalping strategy, check this scalping, look how I'm swinging and doing this. Like, there's a lot of things you're going to see, and everyone has a different thing they're looking at. So in my opinion, a better route is to look up a YouTube video that's like, okay, how to use moving averages. What are moving averages? You know, stuff like that, instead of looking up someone's specific trading strategy. Now, if you want paid strategies, you're looking at in-person seminars, you're looking at online courses, or the closed signal groups, usually on Telegram or Discord. These are where you're going to take all of that free information, the terminology that you used, and you're going to learn the specific strategies to put that stuff to use. So the paid courses really is where it's at. I'm a huge proponent of mentorship and paying to skip a learning curve. You know, don't get in there and smack your face against the wall 30 times when you can find someone who's already gotten their head smacked in 30 times. Learn from them. Maybe you only get your head smacked in 3 times. That's the way to do it, in my opinion. Oh, why'd this turn off? I don't know how long that light's been off, but I just turned it back on. Now, I wouldn't recommend anyone specifically for a online course, a in-person course, or even a signal group, because what works for me or what I want out of trading may not be the same that you want, which means you may invest a couple $1,000s into different courses to find what really clicks with you and what works for you and your lifestyle. So I have a couple different ways that I want to trade and what I want to get out of trading. I invest in my education according to that. So you need to do the same thing to yourself. Find the people who are reputable. There aren't that many in this industry, but there are quite a few, if that makes sense. Like, there are more shitty ones than there are good ones. But the most important thing you need to remember, information without action is useless. Action is king. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later.